Oh my goodness, it's so thrilling to be a part of this movie. It's a all-girl gang, R-rated action comic book movie. It's amazing. DINAH Lance, you know, she's very much so the DINAH Lance we love from the comic books. This nightclub singer, she works in our film at Roman Sionis' Black Mass Club, and she's struggling to find her voice and to really own her powers. She's very much so a reluctant hero, and will have to go on her path of, you know, owning her true powers. You know, I think they'll expect a wild ride. I think they'll expect, you know, they should expect a crazy narrative told through Harley's perspective, and it's quacky and violent and unreliable and poppy and a different side of Gotham than we've seen before.
I really love what Cathy had done with the film and the color. I'm like really into color. So like one of the things that immediately like drew me to the film were the costumes and the colors, and the fact that Harley is such an interesting character. And for like doing music, anything will stick to her. So I kind of felt she could listen to opera, heavy metal, hip hop, rock music, like EDM, acid house, which you can't say about Batman or anyone else. So I was like, for me it's super exciting because she's just a great character to write music for. Yeah, I'm a comic book-ish fan. I'm not like a crazy, like I'm up and down with comic books and superheroes. I'm not like a mad, crazy fan, but I always appreciate like the worlds, and I appreciate people's passion for this stuff. It's pretty mental. I think it's a really fun, crazy, super colorful film, and like one of the things Cathy, the director, said to me, it's like a side to Gotham City you've never seen before. And that's one of the things I think is really cool about it. It's like Gotham City, like you've never seen it or heard it, hopefully.
It's so exciting. I can't believe I'm in London. This is my first time being here. It's so exciting. The main draw for me was how there was, a female director. That's just amazing in itself. I wasn't even pitched to it as Birds of Prey, but now I love it so much. She is amazing. She is so kind and so open to anything I had to say, and she's a great role model, and I love her. Yeah, everybody is so amazing. They're like my big sisters and role models now. Cassandra Cain is a street kid. She is super mischievous, a little sneaky, and she just loves messing around with the other characters in the movie. Yeah, she's amazing. She's so talented, and I would love to be her when I grow up. I mean, she has so many accomplishments, and she is the nicest person. I think they're just going to have a fun ride in general. I mean, it's super entertaining and really fun to watch.
Beyond, thrilled is the right word. It's amazing. Working with Margot on this movie, she's my favorite. I love her. So yeah, it's been an amazing experience. This cast is so bananas, like it's so great. Rosie Perez has been one of my favorites forever. Obviously Margot, but all of them, top to bottom, to have this many talented women and men, like Ewan McGregor, I love you.
It's been fun writing for him.
So fun. And he really is that character. He embodies Roman Sionis so well. He just did something incredible with that role. I love it. Yeah, the thing that I can tell you is that it's a story told by Harley herself, which means that it's a little bit kind of wild and off the wall and unexpected. She's a bit unreliable. So it's kind of a bonkers tale that brings these four very different women kind of crashing into one another and then teaming up ultimately. Trying to do justice to this many characters in one movie, it's not a long movie. We deliberately kind of wanted to keep it tight and propulsive, but you also want to do right by all of these characters and give them their own time to shine. So that was a bit of a challenge, but one I enjoyed. Something different, I think, and I think that's also one of the things that's so exciting about DC generally, is they're doing such different things. They're taking real risks. They're really believing in their creators, and they're letting people tell very different stories and very different styles and tones. So this is once again something brand new and unexpected, and I hope people are going to like it. I've been with this movie all the way through, so I can't even remember what the last time I saw it was. But I can tell you the first time I was just like, wow, this is nuts. And Cathy really brought this movie to life in such a cool, exciting way.
So excited. It's my second premiere in London and for Warner Brothers, and I love the city. I love coming here. It's a real treat. It feels really special, so I hope you guys love the movie as much as we do. You know, Margot, really. Margot, I saw Suicide Squad, and she was amazing in that, and the idea of doing something with her and getting to play a villain, I was in. You know, he's a psychopath, so it's very freeing to be able to play that. There's no right or wrong. They just let me go wild. You know, we shot it like an independent film. We tried a lot of different things, and we had a great time making it. He's amazing. So cool, so charming and easy and fun. We became good friends. I loved working with him. He's great in the movie. He's super funny, and then he's like very vicious and scary. So, you know, I think it's a really it's bonkers. You know, it's really fun, really funny, and then it's super dark and dangerous. But it's great to see these women come together. They're incredible actresses playing these roles and kicking ass, and I think people are going to dig it.
It's so exciting. I've never had a premiere like this before, so it's super exciting. I love the city, and everyone's been so friendly to us here, yeah. I think the spirit of the script was amazing. It's so fun and subversive, and I mean, how can you say no to Margot Robbie? Yeah, I mean, she's so amazing. She's super committed. She's been, you know, wanting to do this movie for almost 5 years now, so I think it must feel so amazing for her to, you know, to see this, yeah. Sure, well, it's a really fun, subversive ride. We find Harley broken up with the Joker, and she has to figure out herself, and she's protecting this young girl, Cassandra Cain, from mafia boss, Roman Sionis, and in the meantime, she meets the birds of prey.
We love it. It's been an amazing trip so far. It's really nice to be able to be here. I love London, and it's nice because you know, this is a movie that hopefully fans all over the world will find, and London is such a center of it all, and all of Europe comes here, so it's really nice to be here and celebrate the movie. I think it's a ride, you know. I hope that people really just have fun with the movie from beginning to end. It's got Christina Hodson's crazy, twisted mind. She's got a brilliant brain, and then Margot is just so amazing with her performance, and all of our performances. We have a killer cast. I think people will have fun. I really hope so. That certainly was our intent throughout the entirety of it, was just to make it so that people had a good time and the comic book fans could see their characters come to life in the right way. Oh, she's the best. I mean, she's a superhuman. Honestly, she does it all. I mean, what you don't realize is, like, before she can ever give a performance or a take, she's worked the script for countless hours with the writer. She's, you know, hired the entire cast and crew. She's taken care of them. She's trained for the stunts. She does it all. She negotiates with the studio. I mean, she does it all. And so it's really amazing. I'm always surprised by her. It was fun working in the DC universe. I grew up loving Batman movies and watching. I mean, it still feels surreal that I'm working on in a movie in DC universe. I love it, and I know it's amazing people to work with too. Every single one of the people became a family, so that was nice. It was, you know, it was a lot of nights. It was a lot of long, hard days, but people still all like had a good attitude throughout all of it, and it, you know, we took a lot of chances with the movie. It's not your standard cookie cutter blockbuster, so trying to make sure that all came together and worked and gelled at the end was difficult, but it came together. So yeah, so I mean, first of all, she came in with this presentation that just blew us all away, and she understood how big of an opportunity it was, and she really threw herself into it. Every single day she was working, and you know what? She has amazing abilities to like capture the fun of these comics, bring them to life. She got great style, the crew loved her, and she worked her ass off for the movie. So yeah, she's gonna have a hell of a career.
She was great. You know, she is incredibly smart and hardworking. She's a wonderful actor, but she has a very keen business sense, and she's very collaborative. So we made all the creative decisions together, and it was great. Like, she's a whole other dimension that most people don't see. Yeah. Well, this movie is a wild, fun ride. It's chaotic, but in the best possible way. It's a beautiful visual feast. It's hysterically funny. I think when people see it, they're very surprised how funny it is and clever. And it's about all these great women, you know, coming together. But it is just fun from the beginning to the end, and it leaves you breathless. I think people are going to be really, really surprised. It's not like any other DC movie. It's really special, really beautiful. Yeah, I'm excited to see. You know, we're opening soon. Put it out there in the world. Cathy, she brought a very unique perspective. You know, she's a very visual storyteller. She had a very specific point of view and vision for how to bring the movie to life. You know, young, multicultural. You know, here's Cathy now. Just very, very smart and very unique, and I think the visual identity of the movie is in large part, you know, to her vision. Yeah, she did an amazing job.
I'm so excited. I mean, it's so great to see all this enthusiasm and how much people are into the DC world and these characters, and it's really special to be here and finally to get to show it to people. You know, I hadn't really known very much about these characters, but the movie sort of brought them to my attention. And comic books are just so rich with interesting female characters, and I think it's time we saw more of them on the screen. There's so much to choose from. There's so many. And I think Huntress is one of the great ones, so I'm really proud to be portraying her. Well, she's a bit of a dark, mysterious character when we meet her in the movie. We learn a little bit about her backstory, which is that her family was murdered in front of her when she was 8 years old. And since that time, she's sort of trained to become an assassin so that she can seek revenge and justice for what happened to her family. And so she's quite the killing machine, and she's very angry and violent and a bit odd. So we get to see a lot of different sort of shades of her personality. It's incredible. I mean, we just bonded so effortlessly, I think because we were all so excited to be part of this film and to be doing something so different, to be bringing this R-rated girl gang movie to the big screen, where we get to be violent and messy and dirty and badass and all these things that we don't really get to be very often in real life. So we were just so happy and excited to be doing that alongside one another. Absolutely, it's a wild ride from beginning to end, so I can't wait for people to see it.